What did happen in Ferguson? Did Michael Brown threaten or attack Officer Wilson? Or did the officer maliciously kill an unarmed teenager? We'll probably never really know. Eyewitness testimony is always imperfect. The medical evidence gives clues, but nothing definitive. If only Officer Wilson had worn a camera, or if a bystander had filmed the shooting, then we'd know what happened, and the rioting in Ferguson might never have started. A camera can make a big difference, but many police officers don't like them.
Go away now!
Phil Datz tried to film a police pursuit.
All right, you're going away. Put it down. Put it down. You're under arrest.
Datz is one of many people who've been arrested for videotaping the police, and that's just wrong. We have the right to take pictures in America, and it includes filming the police. What first convinced me of the benefits of taping police work was a bicycle protest right near the studio. A police officer said a bicyclist ran into him, but the biker claimed the police officer knocked me over. I was skeptical because I ride a bike and I've seen how aggressive my fellow bikers can get. But then this video turned up and showed that the officer was the aggressor. Despite incriminating evidence like that, more cops now support the use of cameras by police officers. Erin Gorman is a police sergeant in Evesham, New Jersey, where she's been wearing that camera. You want to point to it there? For a month and a half. She wears it because her new police chief, Chris Chu, insists on it. Chief, why?
When I became chief, one of the first things I noticed that we were handling approximately 77,000 incidents per year, calls for service, car stops, domestic violence. We only had the ability to capture 22,000 of them because we had dashboard cameras. And what we did not capture was the ability to, our interactions with the public outside of the police car's view. So as one of my major priorities going forward was, we owe that to our community, our customers. We should be providing them with the best service. And in return, we got to have that level of transparency that we'll have the collaboration that we work together as one.
And as it turns out, protection for yourselves, too. You sent us this example that you say shows why police need cameras.
What happened? Say, look, what's wrong? Huh? What happened to you?
The video shows one of your officers approaching a man with a bloody face. The man's confused, combative.
Stop. No, you need to sit down.
Your officer eventually tackles him and cuffs him.
Sit down now.
So this protects police because somebody might have accused you of blooding his face.
Correct. In the past, we've had them excessive force complaints or demeanor complaints where without the ability to video and audio record, it was a he said, she said. So with this is a classic example of we immediately looked at the video and it showed exactly what the officer saw and how he acted, which was in conformance with our policies and procedures.
And Erin, you mind wearing this thing? It's sort of heavy and...
Yeah, it might be the lightest thing that we do wear, so I don't mind at all.
Your fellow officers complain?
All the feedback that I've gotten from them has been positive. There was that initial hesitance at first for the same reason that I'm sure citizens filming the police, the hesitance that, not the entire event is captured. It's like reading the last page of a book and getting the conclusion, but not knowing the sequence of events that led up to it.
But this does capture the entire encounter with the cops. It starts 30 seconds before, it's always rolling, and then you press this button twice, and then it's on.
Correct.
You always press it?
Yes.
They're in trouble if they don't press it, right?
Absolutely.
Our policy within our department has it so that any citizen contact, any encounter that we have with the public is recorded. So there's measures that are in place now. If that isn't done, it's looked into by the Internal Affairs investigation, make sure that there's nothing that's missing.
And is it worth the cost? These costs, how much?
Approximately, they're about $400 for each unit, but then there's licensing fees and storage fees. So
just more than the $400 somehow.
Absolutely.
Was it worth it?
Absolutely. If you look at the cost of return that we will get, if you look at it across America, there's almost $2 billion worth of lawsuits for excessive accusations.
And now they're less likely to make the accusation.
Correct.
And in one study, the police were less likely to use force when they wear a camera. So thank you, Chris and Aaron. Coming up,